our default response to pain quite often is to run, isn't it? It's automatic. It's what we've seen in the movies, isn't it? Since we're kids, you see the adults, something goes bad in their life, they drop a couple of shots of whiskey or go on a bender with their friends. Run in a whole different ways. People go to the fridge. We've talked about this many times in different ways. The trick with this game is when you're feeling one of the key points is when you're feeling not at your best, let's say, or you're feeling low, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling scared. That's when you come closer. You step towards this because this is the ultimate cure for it all. Non-duality, awakening, enlightenment, self-realization, whatever you want to call it. The worst thing you can do is run, because this is the only way out. It isn't destructive. And the destruction may be very slow, take a lifetime to achieve, or it can be very rapid and over in a second. It's just how it is. There's a reason, so if you play this game properly, what I call properly, oh, excuse me, properly means you, you go looking for where you're weakest. Where's my weakest? And you learn to be there and stay comfortable there and become comfortable there until your weakest, is fully accepted, is fully loved, fully cared for. And little by little, a light of consciousness gets shined on all of our shadows. And we empty. The problem with a lot of people who come to rooms like this is they are so full and they don't want to empty. And you cannot pack any more into a full vessel. And this is what this is about anyway. We have to start the emptying process. And the emptying process is questioning all your beliefs and all your ideologies. And these structures you take for granted of how you're supposed to be and how the world's supposed to be. And if you're not prepared to do that, then what you can do is go hide out in a chanting monastery or somewhere where they just chant, don't talk about anything, or you can go into purely devotional, different things, but it's a long, slow process. Because your shadows can hide easily if you're just distracting yourself all the time. And then certain spiritual practice can be used as a distraction. Almost all of them can be used as a distraction. So most people want to take themselves to awakening, and you can't. It doesn't work that way. And why would you want to? Probably the reason you're doing this in the first place is because there's something missing. Something's wrong, and the thing that's missing is the knowledge, the realization that you're not a somebody. So wanting to take somebody home to awakening is not possible. It's not how it works. And that can be scary for people, but look at it long enough, it's actually freeing. Look at it long enough with clarity. This isn't an easy game. The rewards are the ultimate reward. It's your freedom. Complete freedom. It's the ultimate reward. But so few are prepared to take true steps in the direction of freedom that they accept. If they find out about this work and where it goes and have a satori or an experience of what I'm talking about, they would rather take the blue pill and just go back into the matrix of thought and relationships and ideas and concepts and successes. And there's a pot of gold over there if I just work hard enough. And then that pot of gold is joy and happiness and contentment and a great life. And it's not, it's already here. Yeah, it's the greatest con. Now is as good as it gets, always. And the more you stay in the now, the better your nows get. Because you start to empty, you see. And as you empty and empty and empty, and all the ideologies and the ideas and the masks and the grasping and the averting starts to drop away, and there's this incredible space left behind that you are beyond this transitionary form, this vehicle that consciousness is looking through and exploring through, observing through. And this vehicle drops and another one comes up, and that drops and another one comes up. And each one that comes up, we think it's separate and individual, and it's going to conquer the world, or etc., etc. Cycle of samsara, illusion. Maya, illusion. There's nobody going nowhere, and it's wonderful. Because the realization is there's nowhere to go. It's just here, just now. Awareness. And once that is firmly, once beingness has locked its GPS on to this form, and it integrates completely with the form, you may want to play in the world. No problem. But it won't be from a needy place, needing of justification, a needing of attention, needing of love. A needing of recognition, agreement that you exist as somebody. Minus all that, freedom. The world becomes a play. It's a toy. You're a toy to play. Beingness is toy. Less flattering, God's bitch. That's what I've heard. You're just on a ride, you know. When you get on the roller coaster, you don't choose, oh, no, I don't really want to do the loop. I think I'll go left now. See, that's what we do. We think we're on this path, this life roller coaster, and we imagine that we can separate off and go, no, I'm not going to do the loop. I'm going to go left. Then we begin to suffer. No, I don't like loops. I want to go right. I don't want to go left. And on we go, fighting, resisting, just instead of letting go and enjoying the ride and the wonderfulness of the ride. Our mind comes in and goes, no, left, I don't want to go right. See, you just let go. Loop, go left, go right. Wait, where's it taking me now? What's next? Without even that thought, just completely in the moment. See, we all think we've got a steering wheel on the roller coaster. We don't. We don't. Sorry, but it's great. Because the steering wheel would also be the one thing, wouldn't it? Or it'd be the one thing plus a steering wheel. Is it? Is it like 1 plus 1? Or is it just 1? Oh, I'm going to change my mind. No, I will go right after all. Well, that's still the one. It's still one thing. It's still, that decision was already made too. That change of decision was made. So you can relax. You can let go. Stop resisting. Stop trying to turn the wheel in the opposite direction all the time. What's the moment presenting? How can I integrate into the moment without resistance? Can I assume this moment was supposed to happen? Can I live my life as if I wrote the story, as if this moment is what I wrote in my script? Good, bad, and ugly, quote unquote. Can I live my life as if this is what I wrote? It's a doorway to freedom, isn't it? The moment, stillness, not thinking about turning the wheel, no thinking. Not gonna turn the wheel. Just gonna let the roller coaster take me. In complete acceptance. My heart wide open. Wherever possible, a smile on my face. Does that still mean decisions have to be made here and there? Of course. Don't assume you're running everything. As a separate identity. Because first, there would have to be a separate identity, other than the one that you've imagined and others have imagined for you. That others have imagined for you and you've agreed to. From their imagined identity. Please like or subscribe if you found value. Meet Rohan via rohan.life.